Happy lunch hour, gang. All right, this is a video that's sure to make some liberal heads explode. How many of you own one of these or multiple ones of these? Hopefully a lot of you. How many of you have one of these? Yes, I blocked out my name and address and everything, so don't worry about trying there. How many of you know where you can carry it? Now, personally for me, I bounce up to Kentucky quite often. It's just up the road. I bounce over to Virginia occasionally, North Carolina on the odd time. Can I carry there? Well, let's just take a look at this map here real quick. I want you to see this. This is where I can and cannot, maybe, legally concealed carry. Okay? Now, this is just for Tennessee. You can look up your own state because it's different. North Carolina, I've got no problem. Kentucky and Virginia, there's restrictions. They're based on age. Okay? I'm over 19. I'm over 21. It's not a big deal. But let's say your son, your daughter, is going up to Kentucky or Virginia. Can they protect themselves? Well, this is why liberal heads are about to explode.
Seventh, I will protect the right of self-defense everywhere it is under siege, and I will sign concealed carry reciprocity. Your Second Amendment does not end at the state line.
Yep. Trump has announced that he's going to sign legislation, sign law. Hopefully Congress passes this, but at least it'll be an executive order, so at least we'll have it for 4 years unless Congress passes it, which they should, that concealed carry reciprocity extends all over the country. It doesn't end at the state line. Now, I know carry laws have changed. There's a lot of states that have now become Second Amendment sanctuaries, if you will, that open carry is allowed everywhere. But there's not everywhere you want to open carry. You don't want to advertise you are armed. Sometimes that can get you in a lot of trouble. A lot of times it will get you the evil eye. It may get you asked to leave a store. Okay. Concealed, most of the time, is going to be your better option. Now, I'm going to give you this. I want you to read this with me. This is Trump's statement. He made it a few years ago, though. The right of self-defense doesn't stop at the end of your driveway. That's why I have a concealed carry permit, and why tens of millions of Americans do, too. That permit shall be valid in all 50 states. A driver's license works in every state, so it's common sense that a concealed carry permit should work in every state. This is the key. If we can do that for driving, which is a privilege, not a right, then surely we can do it for concealed carry, which is a right, not a privilege. There is no amendment in the Constitution that says every American is allowed to drive a car. There is an amendment in the Constitution that says every American is allowed to be armed. This is a huge difference. Like I said, this will make liberal heads explode. You know, we've all heard an armed society is a polite society. This again goes back to why I say concealed is better than open carry. Because if it's open carry, a bad guy can see, oh, the guy down in aisle 6 is armed. Let's wait until he leaves the store before we rob it. If it's concealed, the bad guy walks in the store and goes, I don't know who in here could try to stop me. Right? This is why you see bad guys usually wait for their mark, the store, the people to leave. You know, convenience store, gas station, bank, or whatever. They don't go in there most of the time when there's a crowd of people. They go in there, they look around, they wait until that customer leaves, and it's just them and the cashier. then they only have to focus on one person. And if they're trained on the cashier, they don't have to worry about anything coming from behind. This again goes into why I say, always watch your six, head on a swivel, okay? You never know when something's going to happen. And the last thing you want to do is get caught in a store, caught in the bank, caught wherever, when the bad guy shows up. Concealed carry, there's different opinions, okay? I mean, just like there's different opinions on whether or not you should carry with one in the chamber. I've mentioned my reasoning behind it, why you should always carry locked and loaded, because if somebody grabs your left hand, you have no way to rack it. You know, a unloaded gun is useless. You know, gee, it's a good handle. You could pistol whip them. Good luck with that, okay? But concealed is the same way. And Trump agrees. Again, as he said in his comment, it's just common sense. Yes, it is, okay? It's common sense for you to be protected. It's common sense for your son, for your daughter to be protected. Look what happened just over the weekend. There were people playing around and shooting a gun at a homecoming game. Somebody got killed. You saw the story, what was it, a week or so ago down in Florida, where saw the video of it, where a guy was walking down the street and just turned around and shot people. Okay. You think about, I don't know, a Laken Riley out for a jog. Could she have defended herself if she had a weapon on her? Chances are, yeah. Okay. How many of you have ever been the victim of road rage? I mean, I'm talking about more than somebody flipping you the bird as you're driving down. What if it was like that video we saw a couple of months ago where the guy got out of his car at a stop sign and started walking toward the guy behind him with a gun in his hand? What do? We don't live in a safe society anymore. We've had 4 years of defund the police. When seconds count, we'll be there in minutes. It's up to you to protect yourself. Trump's trying to help you do it. Most states now are right to carry, which is good. Concealed carry is going to give you much more peace of mind because now you're unpredictable. Now they don't know. Sure, the bad guy may see you in the store with a gun. You may be the first target. Hey, we've got to get rid of this guy. He's going to stop us. So they walk down aisle 6 and somebody grabs you from behind and shivs you or something. Or you're the first person to be shot. The more you can be gray man, the better off you are. We all practice gray man, right? How many stories have we all said about, gee, you know, you're in an SHTF event, you know, make sure your clothes are baggy, make sure you're dirty so people don't realize that you have something. Gray man comes exactly the same in concealed carry. This is why you do it. You don't want other people to know. You have the element of surprise now. You've taken it away from them. You don't go out parading around the streets going with a t-shirt on that says, I'm a prepper, right? Why would you do it with open carry? Same thing. Trump is definitely on the right track with this. Congress will fight him. Hopefully, we have both houses of Congress and this gets written into legislation. Okay. But his logic is absolutely correct when he says driver's license is a privilege, not a right. Yet I can drive in any state in the country and nobody cares. But even though I have a license to concealed carry, as it stands right now, there are different places where I have to do different things. That should be a federal law that is applicable everywhere. The Second Amendment guarantees it to you. Why states think they can take it away, I have no idea. Pinball out.